This video is intended for adults and children upwards the age of 14. Viewer discretion is advised.
Purple Prime, Purple Prime. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Nerd Crate. And welcome back to a new review. A very short one, I hope, when I start recording this. Because I want to show you a little repaint today. Iron Factory 2019 Mirrored Commander IFX-14M, aka Powermaster Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, which essentially is a repaint. I believe it's their, what is it? Powered Commander? I think this is the original mode. The first, of course, I got was the Steel Lucifer. And today we're going to do it a little differently because the transformation of all the parts of his base bot and of the super bot and of his truck mode is the same as the Steel Lucifer. If you want the transformation and everything, you can find it up there. It's a very old review where I was still in the process of finding myself, but what you will still find is the top down, and you will see the transformation going over there, but we will keep the articulation examples and also comparison. But to get a hold and a start on this one, let's start with the box as always. Beautiful thing by Iron Factory. I love the colors on this. We have blue on the front with cracked glass in the background, Mirrored Commander on the side with neon green surroundings. Nice spot, nice picture of his Powermaster mode and the normal mode. Rotated to the left, covered with purple is the normal Prime, where we see his shattered glass. And on the back, all the modes, truck with trailer, and so on and so forth, QR code. Again, rotated to the left. Yeah, you see the box is a little roughed up. I got it from Kevin Lamb of TF Robots at the cons. And yeah, it had a few dents and crunches already, but nevertheless, it's a beautiful box. It looks cool. Like I said, again, rotated to the left, we then have his Powermaster mode. And that's pretty much it for the box. On the top, his Powermaster mode, Iron Factory 2019, and below, the usual cautionary messages. And with this, I gotta say, I have zero connection to Shattered Glass, actually. I just love the styling. I think the color looks great. It works beautiful. I don't know, that purple on the Prime, it's super cool. I want a masterpiece one still. I think I'm getting the TE one, but nevertheless, that's just a little something from me. Let's go down and show you everything else. And here we got it all. So you see he's coming with a lot. We got the base bot and we got all the parts for his Powermaster mode and the 3 weapons he also comes with, but let's of course at first get the instructions out of the way. The usual Iron Factory method, surrounded with purple, and all the parts that are moving are highlighted also purple, and the directions are indicated by a lighter shade of purple. Going through all the modes, all around, everything that you need. Then we come to his super pack, let's call it like that. We got some articulation going on here for the truck mode. We can articulate these bits outside, and we have these wings here making it quite the piece. From this side here we see there's a bit of neon yellow with some scuff marks here. I don't quite know what that is, but otherwise looks good. Not that big of a paint bleed. Beautiful gunmetal gray going all around. This is molded in purple, looking good, but again with gunmetal gray on the tip here. Going around we have more gunmetal with beautiful liner details, looking really good. And once you have him attached to his main body later on, you can have these guns folded forward for real super mode. So that's pretty cool. You can fold that back, compress it a little bit, and just put it to the side. Next up, let's just get to the next super mode part. The new chest with a new head. Again, the gunmetal with the yellow, with the neon yellow detailing, the windows on the front, some silver over here, and the head. Let's see if the focus can do it. Nope, that's too much for the focus. Let's do it this way. There we go. Cool molded blue, neon yellow on his crest, silver on the faceplate, and red on the eyes. Looking nice. Small pieces then for his shoulders, molded in purple with a silver detail. Comes ×2. Little arm pieces next up with molded in fist, molded in blue, gunmetal detail with a little shortage here in the corner, and yellow in neon up here, and the additional cat hair also comes ×2. Next up, the Powermaster foot with articulation here, silver detail, plastic wheels with rims in gunmetal, silver on the toe, silver on the shin, and articulation on here for that rocker. Only to the inside, but it's okay. Guess what? ×2. Crotch piece, also, but fully gunmetal with blue on here. I think it is actually casted in blue and painted gunmetal, but works quite fine. Second to last, 3 guns. We have his normal ion blaster here and 2 additional guns, which are pretty much the usual Powermaster routine, all molded in black. Details are okay, not much more I can tell you. And the last accessory is the super sword, where we got gunmetal going top to bottom with translucent neon yellow going everywhere, and gunmetal over here. And you can split it apart, having these 3 parts. And if you put this in here, you can have a smaller axe and a sword, which is pretty cool. I enjoy that. And also holds it well, each option in either set of hands. So let's get to the figure. We have very cool stylings on here. We have silver smoke stacks on his purple shoulders with a little bit of paint bleed. We have the blue head up here with a silver, no, gunmetal faceplate and the red eyes. Looking pretty nice. And neon yellow as the little headlights here. Cracked window on the front where his grille also is broken, which is pretty cool. And we're going around here with gunmetal on the side of the arms with gunmetal dual wielded cannons, or dual nozzled cannons, let's call it like that. Gunmetal on the hip piece here with some green paint applications. Gunmetal on the thighs, blue on the hands, blue on the lower legs with some silver details. And on the back we have yellow on his roof. More weapons in here that's actually coming on his butt like this. You can detach it and put it back in there. That's gonna be a little bit important later on. And pretty clean in the back. With the 360 you can stop wherever you like and check him out. I think he's pretty cool. All the details come through nicely in each angle, let's call it like that. So that's pretty cool. I enjoy this bot, I really do. So like I said, I'm not going to do the transformation to truck or superbot. I told you in the beginning it was up there. Now you can find it up there or down there in the description, the link to my Lucifer review. I'm just gonna do the transformation real quick and I'll be back shortly with the truck mode. And here we got the truck mode, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting bit, I gotta say. Works rather nice. You gotta fiddle around a little to have it all fit, like with the head here. This doesn't pack in anywhere, so this always tends to swivel around like it sees fit. But we got quadruple smokestacks up here, and the blaster here. We see the hands, of course, a few bits from the butt showing. But the details with the gunmetal rims and everything come through nicely, and it looks quite cool. It's a little bit suggestive, but only a little bit, and it rolls. Otherwise, you see the wheels in here are actually the ones in the middle here. They work a little bit, but the surface on which is not the best. So yeah, that's his little cab mode. Comes with a super trailer cab mode, to call it. I just call it like that. Just gonna show that to you in a bit also. Anyway, we got the super truck mode. It's a little bit suggestive too, but the cool thing is we have a lot of ports here. So with all the weapons you have, you can pretty much do to this guy whatever you see fit. There's a certain combination shown in the instructions, but it's really like you see fit, like what you want to do with it, with all these parts. So it's cool. I like it. Can have all the weapons in there. Again, no spot for this guy here, which is a little bit sad, but nevertheless, this works. Weirdly so, it works better than the steel Lucifer because the trailer closes off better. But next up, the super mode, and here we got a super mode. Short 360 to you also from this. I think it's pretty cool. In some parts a little suggestive. I'm going to show you that in a few short seconds, but all around I think he looks pretty cool. As you can see, you can attach pretty much all of his weapons to his body, have it closed off pretty much all around. Pretty clean from the back also. I really like him. And thing is, I didn't show you the articulation on the smaller butt, but the thing is, the articulation all around is a little bit limited. So just so you know, and also the articulation is from the smaller butt and from the super butt is exactly the same as on Steel Lucifer. So you find it all over there, but we're gonna go through this nevertheless. I think all the deco on this looks pretty cool too. Works fine. All the neon yellow comes through nicely. It looks super shady. I like him. I really do. I saw him at the cons and I was like, man, I need to buy something else. I cannot go with one butt, you know. I need to have something more. So I got him from Kevin, and I'm really happy with this. Flashes out the Iron Factory shelf a bit more. So head on a ball, going all around, little restricted by the back plate over here. The arms a little limited. You see that on the Steel Lucifer 2 if you check that out. And elbow has a 90 degrees. We have a elbow swivel at the cut here, also as a bicep swivel. No wrist swivel, of course, on those guys. It's a little bit small. Waist swivel works nice. Also, arm comes out only to this side, so it's a bit limited, like I said. No ab crunch. I know that's the new standard on this. It isn't. Double jointed knee. Also, this piece is not articulated, so the leg comes out not that much. You can go around a little bit to here, but it looks weird. Like I said, it's a double jointed. No, I think it's a single joint. No, it's a double jointed, but you won't get much out of it. So that's all there is. And the rocker maximum, but nothing to the other side. So that's a little bit sad. But I'm going to show you on comparisons and a few articulation examples in a short bit, just so you know. Thing I do with this guy I enjoy is to equip him with everything he has. You can put these small guns on here, and you can have the leftover piece stored over here. That's quite fine. You can have the guns, of course, in his hands, and equipped on the backpack here, and the smaller guns on the sides, which is pretty much God Ginrai standard. So there's a lot of space for all the weapons. This one can go back here if you want to. So there's only the sword missing. The configuration I worked with before had these guns on these little pieces up in here, so you can hold his sword, but nevertheless you see he holds it all just fine. So as always, let's just try and get him into a little bit of a running pose. I think that's always the most important. Does a running pose work or doesn't it? So we got a little bit of the rocker here. Slightly, it works. It works. Looks a little bit weird, but you gotta work the tolerances of the arms. Maybe get this one out to the side a bit more to have a counterweight, you know, to the worst part of the rocker, to the outside. But that works quite well. I now didn't get any weapons with me. I just want to keep it plain and simple. So like you can have a kind of a short version, maybe like maybe shattered glass Unicron turned just up into the sky, you know. And also maybe a little something like this. So that works quite well. That works quite well. But of course, before we get to articulation on the super mode, let's just check a few comparisons of how big this guy is. Of course, it's bad to compare him to a super mode. So let's just take out the best comparable version, which is Nova Prime. So he is a good bit taller. He is a good bit taller. Let's just put them up some more and do it like this. And then let's stay on the bad guys. Yeah, that's masterpiece for you. So Generation Toys Tyrant, I don't know, what should I tell you? I mean, look at this. There's no scale comparison, just so you masterpiece guys know how this little dude scales. He's at Megatron's knee, you know? So let's go to super mode on this guy. So let's see what we can do, and I believe with the non-moving hip skirt, this is pretty much the extent of it. So you can have him walking and a few power poses, but yeah, but that's pretty much it. So he's fairly limited. He is fairly limited. But since I will be putting him up in my shelf in, these need to be up, in the super mode, let's just get the camera up and show a few others. So I just amassed Generation Toys Tyrant for you, masterpiece, no comparison. IFX Alcade, their Helix, which works better, so you can see he's somewhat of a Powermaster scale, and we have the Tyrant, the 4-in-1 Megatron. So these are the 4 scales pretty much for you, although there's a smaller one even possible. We have this guy right here, the Voss? No, Kaon. I will never get the hang of this, never. So there's scale and articulation for you. So there you got it, guys. Iron Factory's IFX 14M Mirrored Commander. A little shortened down because, like I said, full articulation and full transformation, everything you can find on the Steel Lucifer review that you can find in the description down below. So cool little butt, but not without its mistakes. I love him for the styling, but for final score, as always. Packaging is nice as always. You can have the nice little Iron Factory library, kind of similar to Storm Collectibles. You can put it in the shelf. You can have the bot showing and the designation. So I like that. It's always the same with a mirrored window and everything, with a window box and everything, but still nice nevertheless. Appearance overall, I love the colors. Those flashy colors, they work really well. And with the bot and the same colors, that's perfect to me. Same goes for the accessories. It comes with a lot, and you can store it all. Like you see here, I have everything now on the bot itself, which looks pretty cool, and this is how he also will be in my shelf. Materials, never anything broke on mine, on any Iron Factory pieces actually. Looking forward to the DJD combiner and how the accessories and all the materials and everything work in unison. So perfect in that department. The paint applications are a little bit rough on this one. We have a few scuff marks in here, a few paint bleeds that you saw also, and it seems to me sometimes that the paint is a little bit thick, and it's also sometimes the tolerances to applying those aren't maybe the best, but overall they work. Overall they work and they look cool. What's not that cool are the paint, the articulation. He's very limited. You have a stylish bot. You have the reverse butterfly that you will see if you click on the link for Steel Lucifer on this mold, and you can do a few fun poses, but it's rough to get him there, especially since these parts here, now there's on their side, you know, of course, it's always that's always the example part, but those tend to pop off, and the chest piece and also the hip skirt. So articulation, like I said, a bit limited, but overall it's fun to pose them. Transformation engineering overall works nice. All packs in like it's supposed to, and it works cool across the board. Of course, when we come to the robot mode, I now took a ratio between the super bot and the normal bot, and I give him an 8 because the normal bot works so well with the double jointed knees and with the overall articulation on the elbow and all, that he reigns up high, you know, and then the super bot takes a plunge a little bit. But like I said, overall it's still a fun piece. So when you can look beyond / over those little shortcomings, you can have a lot of fun with him. Alternate mode, like I said, a little suggestive in the cab mode only, but works fine with the trailer, closes it off pretty much, only that the sword has no place again. That's a little bit bad, but otherwise I think the alternate mode works quite well. The playability on these, going back and forth, is super cool, and with the wings and everything, and with the guns, you can fold over and have him actually have a I don't know flag or flak mode. That's cool. You can have some cool things with this. So I'm also thinking a little bit on a photo set together with the DJD. Let's see where we do this. And value for money, I think it was in the 70-80 range, I believe. Let me lie, please. So you get a lot. Iron Factory, you get a lot for these guys. Great build quality, great build quality, great tolerances overall, and the sculpting is just on point. So there you go. That's it. I'm gonna head over to editing now, and tomorrow is Monday again. So I hope you had a pleasant weekend. I had. So I'm just wishing you a nice week coming forth, and we'll see you when you understand German on Voice of Chaos. If not, on the next review. I hope I get something soon. Would be cool. Nevertheless, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, please subscribe also, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed it. I would sure appreciate it, and until next time, thanks for watching, take care, bye.